Alcaraz survives early the Minaur onslaught and surges into Australian Open semis. Top seed Carlos Alcaraz is within 2 victories of a career Grand Slam after piling more major pain on home hope Alex de Minaur in a largely straightforward Australian Open quarter-final victory, secured 7-5, 6-2, 6-1 in 136 minutes on Rod Laver Arena. The heavily anticipated clash delivered a sensational first set in which de Minaur looked a peer of the world number 1. However, Alcaraz took control beyond the 1-hour mark, leaving the last Australian in the singles draw helpless, exasperated and pacing behind the baseline between points. De Minaur is now the third man in the Open era, after Andrei Rublev and Tommy Robredo, to lose his first 7 Grand Slam quarterfinals. Alcaraz won the first 3 games of each set, and while the Australian found a revival in the first frame, the Spaniard's serve and ground strokes wore down de Minaur's valiant but ultimately helpless defense. The number 1 seed said his level has been increasing as the tournament goes on, but he admitted he was tested in that first set. I started the match really well, hitting really well the ball. In just 2 games I made like 7 or 8 winners, so it was a great level, he said. But Alex makes you feel like you are in a rush all the time, so you want to hit the ball as hard as you can every ball, which is impossible against him. From 3-0 until 4-3, I was in a rush, but I took a moment, took a break. On a day the regional area around the city broke temperature records, Melbourne Park's heat stress scale eased not long after 7 p.m. The roof heaved open above Rod Laver Arena soon after the conclusion of the one-sided Elina Svitolina v Coco Gauff clash, and light streamed into an arena still chilled by the air conditioning. De Minaur hoped it might trigger a new dawn. Of course, he had lost his first 6 Grand Slam quarterfinals, but also his first 5 matches against Alcaraz. The vast majority of the 15,000-seat arena were of similar mind, but when the man without sleeves raced to 40-0 in the first game, and then 3-0 in the first set, things were not looking good. The Australian, at 26, may be 4 years older than his opponent, but his outstanding mobility and improving all-round game have helped him close the gap on Alcaraz and Sinner at the summit of tennis. As the arena heated with the inrushing air, de Minaur managed to find the quality that has taken him to a career-high ranking of 6. He got the match back on serve twice, the second with a mid-air backhand that found the corner and was the shot of the match. But when serving to force a tie-break, the Australian faltered. It was as close as he would come to parity, and early breaks in the second and third sets gave fans an earlier night than that first set had promised. Alcaraz is now 2 wins away from his first Australian Open title, which would secure a career Grand Slam. At the age of 22, he would be the youngest man to achieve the feat, eclipsing Don Budge, who completed the career Grand Slam at the 1938 French Championships. The number 1 seed now meets Alexander Zverev in his first Australian Open semi-final, after the German accounted for American learner Tien on Tuesday afternoon. Alcaraz and Zverev have both won 6 of the 12 matches they have played. The Spaniard said he wants to make up for their last meeting in Melbourne, a quarterfinal defeat in 2024. We have to play tactically really well, so it's going to be a great battle, he said. I'm really looking forward to playing him again here, taking the revenge. Australian hopes at Melbourne Park now rest on 3 doubles tandems. Jason Kubler and Mark Polmans are through to the men's semi-finals, as are Olivia Gadecki and John Peers in the mixed. Kimberly Burrell and Talia Gibson play their women's quarterfinal on Wednesday night on Rod Laver Arena.